Good morning students. Today we are going to find out the equation for potential at a point due to a dipole. So what is a dipole? Dipole means a pair of equal and opposite charges separated by a distance. Here the charges are plus q and minus q. They are separated by a distance 2a. This point P is at a distance r from the center of the dipole, and see, this is the angle theta between this dipole moment, along this dipole moment and this position vector r. So dipole moment, in this case we can say that dipole moment is equal to charge into distance. Here charge is q and distance is 2a, that is q into 2a, and the direction of this dipole moment is from minus q to plus q. So we are going to find out the potential at P due to this dipole. We know that potential due to a charge at a point is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r. Here there are two charges, plus q and minus q. So the equation we can write V is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r1 minus q by r2. Minus sign because the other charge is of negative sign. So we can write the potential is the sum of two potential due to plus q and minus q. How it comes? That is 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r1 plus minus 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 q by r2. This minus is because of this negative value of this charge. That's why this equations comes, because the potential follow superposition principle. That is, if there are so many potential at a point due to so many charges, that is equal to the sum of individual potentials. Here we have considered two charges, plus q and minus q. That's why here the sum of two charges. So this equation can be changed like this, because 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0 is common. That is, first one is q by r1, here minus q by r2. So now consider this triangle ABC. Okay, here A is the length of this side opposed to this angle A. B and C, they are the other sides opposed to B and angle B and angle C. Okay, from this triangle we can prove that A square is equal to B square minus C square minus 2BC cos A. 2BC cos A. Okay, where cos A, cosine of this angle. This is the equation. We can prove this equation using this triangle itself by extending this triangle to this, and we can find out this. We can prove this equation. For the time being, for deriving this potential, we don't need the proof. Okay, just we have to understand this equation and apply in the equation for potential. So here see this triangle, and the triangle we are considering here is this one, the upper one, and it follows the same rule. That is, A square equal to B square minus C square minus 2BC cos A. So here instead of A square, it is r1 square, and instead of B it is r here, and instead of C it is A here. That is half length of this dipole. So just we are applying the geometry here in this upper triangle. So we can write r1 square is equal to r square plus A square minus 2AR cos theta, and the same geometry we are applying to the lower triangle, this triangle, so that we can write R2 square is equal to R square plus A square plus 2AR cos theta. This side is just opposite to this R1. So these are the two equations we can derive from the using that triangle. First one is R1 square is equal to R square plus A square minus 2AR cos theta, and second one is R2 square is equal to R square plus A square plus 2AR cos theta. And we can change these two equations like this. First one is, we are considering this equation 2, that is R1 square is equal to R square we are taking outside from this equation. So R square into, here R square we have taken outside, so 1 will remain here, plus A square divided by R square, because again divide this by R square, because R square we are taking outside. So the equation will change like this. R square into first term will become 1, second plus A square divided by R square minus 2AR divided by R square cos theta. So here R and R square get cancelled and only one term will be there, minus 2A by R cos theta. And here, if this condition if you apply, that is R is much greater than A, in this condition this A will be very small, isn't it? So this term will get cancelled. So we can write this equation like this. R1 square is approximately equal to, in this, under this condition, is equal to R square into first term 1 minus this third term minus 2A cos theta divided by R. We are if we take the square root of this equation, see, consider how it will become. LHS square root, that is R1 is equal to square root of this one R into the square root of this. Square root means 1 by 2 square root. Instead of square root we can write 1 by 2, that is 1 minus 2A cos theta divided by R raised to 1 by 2. So just we are rearranging this equation, that is we are taking LHS into RHS and RHS into LHS. So first this side, when we take the RHS side into LHS side, what happens? That is R, that it will become 1 by R, and this plus half, when it goes to downside of this equation it will be minus half, that is 1 minus 2A cos theta divided by R raised to minus half is equal to, this LHS definitely go to the other side, that is 1 by R1. So this equation changed to this equation. Equation 2 changed to equation 4. Okay. Now we are going to apply binomial theorem for this equation 4. What is binomial theorem? It is 1 plus x whole raised to n is equal to 1 plus nx plus n into n minus 1 divided by 2 factorial x square plus third term n into n minus 1 into n minus 2 divided by 3 factorial x cube, like that it will come. So here in this case we are considering the first order equation. First order equation means we are considering only this term, x term only. So this equation we can write 1 plus x whole raised to n is equal to 1 plus nx, simplest form. So we are just applying this form in the last equation, equation 4. So we can write, see, equation 4 we got like this, that is 1 by R, 1 minus 2A cos theta divided by R raised to minus half is equal to 1 by R1. Now see this term, it's like 1 plus x whole raised to n, isn't it? So this equation will change like this, 1 by r1, that is this term we have written in the left hand side, that's all. And this term 1 by r is there, and now we are applying binomial theorem here. So it will be 1, here it is 1 minus x whole raised to n. So it will be of course 1 minus nx. 1 plus x whole raised to n is 1 plus nx, and 1 minus nx whole raised to 1 minus x whole raised to n is 1 minus nx. 1 minus nx. So here instead of this one we can change it like this, 1 minus n. N is minus half. Minus half into x. X is this one, 1 minus x whole raised to n. See this one, 1 minus x whole raised to n. See, so 1 minus n. N is minus half into x. X is this term, second term, that is 2a cos theta divided by r. So here 2 and 2 will get cancelled, and the equation will become 1 by r. R1 is equal to 1 by r into 1 plus a cos theta divided by r, because 2 and 2 get cancelled. Similarly, see, we have derived this equation from equation 2, isn't it? Similarly, the second equation, that is r2 square is equal to r square plus a square plus 2ar cos theta, this can also be changed using binomial theorem. So another equation we will get, that is equation 3. This one can be changed exactly like this. That is equation 3 will become 1 by r2 is equal to, similar to this one, 1 by r into 1 minus a by r cos theta. So now we are going to apply these two equations, that is equation 5 and 6 in the first equation, that is potential. We have to find out the potential, see, due to the dipole. So in this equation we can put equation 5 and 6, that is instead of this q equal, instead of this 1 by r1 and 1 by r2, we can apply this equation. We can put these two equations. So now the equation will become, that is v is equal to 1 by 4 pi epsilon 0. Q is common in these two, so q we will take it outside, that is q divided by 4 pi epsilon 0. Now 1 by r1, that is 1 by r, 1 plus a by r cos theta, minus 1 by r2. 1 by r2 is 1 by r, 1 minus a by r cos theta. Now we will expand these terms, these two terms, that is q by 4 pi epsilon 0 common within bracket. This I am going to expand, that is 1 by r into 1, then 1 by r into a by r cos theta, minus here 1 by r will come first, then minus of minus is plus, plus a into here r square will come, r square cos theta. So from this we can cancel these two terms, that is here 1 by r and minus 1 by r will come, that will get cancelled. Here this term plus this term, that is 2 times this, that is 2a cos theta divided by r square. See, the equation will become like this, q by 4 pi epsilon 0 2a cos theta divided by r square. And we already know that charge into distance, that is q into 2a. 2a is the distance between the two charges of this dipole. So charge into distance, q into 2a, that is dipole moment p into cos theta divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. So this is the equation for potential. equation for potential at a point due to a dipole. That is, potential V is equal to P cos theta divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. This is the magnitude. If we are considering the direction also, we can write the same equation like that. P dot r dot product, that is cos theta itself. P dot unit vector r by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square, where r is the unit vector along the position vector r, along OP or along the position vector r. See, unit vector r along this position vector r along OP. So this equation will change to P cos theta divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square will change to P dot r unit vector r by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square if we consider the direction also. And we can put different value of theta in this equation. See, cos theta. If theta is 0, first case, if theta is 0, then cos 0 is of course 1. And now what will be the value of potential at this point? V will be positive. Cos theta, cos 0, 1, that is P divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. Second condition, if theta is equal to pi, what happens? Cos pi is minus 1. So the potential will be negative. See here, instead of cos theta minus 1, then it will be minus P divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. That is, the potential will be negative. And now if we consider theta equal to pi by 2, cos pi by 2 is 0. So potential will be 0. That is, in an equatorial plane. Cos theta pi by 2 means it will be in the equatorial plane. That is, dipole like this, and the point will be in the equatorial plane. Theta 90 degree. Plus q minus q like this. So in this case, potential at this point will be 0 in the equatorial plane. And these are the three cases associated with this equation. So this is the final equation for potential at a point due to a dipole. V is equal to P cos theta divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square, or we can write P dot r divided by 4 pi epsilon 0 r square. So we will continue in the next session.